All right, we are ready to get started. Welcome to our March sales meeting. I don't know about you guys, but I am very excited that spring has finally arrived. Um, it's always for many agents, it's a difficult time getting through the winter months. And this is the time of year where a lot of agents have doubts about their business. But once spring market hits, typically everything starts to get a lot busier. So I'm going to share with you some numbers, year over year numbers, just so you can see where our company falls. Basically, where we are right now, as far as closings, is pretty much exactly where we were this time last year. January and February are typically our slowest months of the year. And then March, it starts to pick up. So I think many of you who have had a dry spell for a little bit because of the winter months, you'll start seeing a pickup in your business. So super excited that we are here. And as always, it's really important that you have a piece of paper out. We're gonna talk about some really cool things today, so I want to make sure that you have pen and paper out because knowledge is not power, execution is power. So we want to make sure that you take advantage of the time that you're spending today. We really appreciate that you're spending an hour with us, but really what's most important is that you carry the hour of information over into your business. So we're going to be sharing some interesting things that you can execute on for your business. So always like to start the beginning of our monthly meeting just saying welcome to agents who have joined since the last meeting. First, I want to say welcome to Matthew Cowan, Michael Friedland. Welcome back to Maureen Hoffman. By the way, Sergio, two N's in that name, Hoffman, Hoffmann. Maureen worked for us for many years as an administrator and recently came back. She's our happy agent host in Westford and also a practicing real estate agent in Burlington. So super excited to have Maureen back. We also want to welcome Ryder Townsend in Cape Elizabeth, Maine. Maureen Truval, many of you guys will recognize that name from our ever famous Gary Truval, who's been with us since the beginning in our Dracut office. We also want to welcome Jane Elsner and Hope Libby out of our Hallowell, Maine office. So welcome to all of the new agents that joined since our last meeting. Let's dig into our numbers for February. As a reminder, February is always just a little bit slower. Typically, February is always the slowest month, or at least I should say January and February are the slowest months in our business. So this February, we did 163 closings plus 27 rentals, and that equates to $80.6 million in sales volume. And this is the breakdown. This is based on where the agents are located. So not necessarily where the business is. So our Massachusetts-based agents did 122 sales at 64 million. Our New Hampshire-based agents did 15 sales at 6.5 million. Our Maine-based agents did 10 sales at 3 million. And our Florida-based agents did 16 sales at 7 million. By next month, we should have one new state on there that we'll be announcing monthly as we get ready to officially launch LAER into Connecticut. Many of you out of our, especially East Longmeadow and some of our Northborough agents already do some business in Connecticut, but we're going to actually have an office location in Connecticut and a wonderful group of agents that will be joining us there. So we'll have some exciting announcements for next month's meeting. Okay, let's take a look at our top agents and teams by each of the marketplaces. So first off, we have top 5 for February. And this is our Massachusetts-based teams. So congratulations goes to Page and Company in Tingsboro, O'Connell and Company in Dracut, the Trouville team in Dracut, Brian Pereira and Diana Paquette in Chelmsford, and Team Energy out of Southeastern. Next, we have our top 5 mass agents by volume. So this is individual agents by volume for Massachusetts offices. Congratulations to John Laffey. By the way, he had a really big multi-million-dollar commercial transaction. So congratulations to John. Congratulations also to Catherine Meisenheimer, Sarah McCoy, Marissa Tebow, and Michael Durkin. Congratulations as well to our top teams by units. So this is for Massachusetts offices, top teams by units sold. So Page and Company, followed by O'Connell and Company, the Trouville team, Brian Pereira and Diana Paquette, and the Janet Cram team. Congratulations. Next, our top 5 agents by units for Massachusetts. This is individual agents. Congratulations goes to Marissa Tebow, Corey Gracie, Lauren McNamara, John Laffey, and Sarah McCoy. Let's take a look at our top Maine agents for February. So top Maine agents by volume is Jennifer D. Phillip, Chris Valley, John Bluen, Kimberly Granholm, and John Edmiston. Congrats. Next up, we have our top Maine agents by units closed. Congratulations to Chris, John, Kimberly, Jennifer, and John. Great job. Let's take a look at our top agents for New Hampshire. So top agents are the Fulford Group, Platinum Realty Group, the Newman Group, and Casey Leach. This is both by volume and by units for New Hampshire. Whoops, we went backwards. And then our top 10 for Florida. Congratulations, top 10 for Florida by volume. Number 1, Kelly De Silva, followed by the Show Me Florida team, the Batro team, Christina Bear, Isabel Caseta, Team Rebello, Anita Fowler, Yesenia Soto, Roberto Ferrer, and Stephen Wilson. Congratulations. And then we have our top 10 Florida agents by unit sold. Congratulations to Kelly De Silva, the Show Me Florida team, the Batro team, Madison Beck, Christina Bear, Isabel Caseta, Team Rebello, Anita Fowler, Yesenia Soto, and Roberto Ferrer. Great job to everybody who made it onto our top agent list for the month of February. It is quite an accomplishment because in general, there's not as much business happening, at least in the New England offices in January and February. So great job to everybody who made it onto one of our lists. Not only do we acknowledge our top agents and top teams in each marketplace, but also we put out each month our top 25 company-wide by volume and top 25 company-wide by units. These will go out to everybody by email today, so that if you're on one of the lists, we encourage you to share it on social media with a humble brag. All of these end up on our blog over at laeragentservices.com. Let's just take a look at year over year. I wasn't wrong when I said like the numbers are exactly the same almost. So by this time last year, we had closed $167 million in transactions. And this year we closed $167 million in transactions. Slight variance in the number of closings. Last year we did 352 closings by this time. This year we did 334 closings. So we're basically right on pace of where we were last year. But for most of our company, the market really has not even started just yet. We are just gearing up for the start of a busy spring. And I said this last month, but just so you guys know what our chief economist, Lawrence Yun, is saying, is that we're going to see this year a 9% increase in home sales for 2025 and another 13% increase for 2026. Many of us, we've seen an adjustment in interest rates, which is wonderful. It's exactly what we need. Now we just need, in some parts, we need more um, inventory. Definitely in New England, we need more inventory. And then I think for our Florida markets, we need some relief when it comes to insurance and things like that. So it's going to be another interesting year. The good news is many real estate agents are leaving the business. We all know it's a challenging business. So uh, hang in there, keep working on perfecting your knowledge of tools, training, technology, keep digging into all of the resources. When things aren't as busy as you wish them to be, that is the opportunity to keep your mindset in a great place by really focusing on like learning the tools you have and learning the technology you have. I can't stress enough. I log into Fellow every single day just to see what's happening. Many of you have received text messages from me where I'll say, hey, did you see this person has asked for a CMA on their property? Or, hey, did you see this person would entertain a cash offer on their property? So it's really important that if you're using the Fellow software, it is a game changer for your business because it sorts your entire database so that the most important leads float to the top. The people who are most engaged, who are interested in finding out their home value, who are clicking around on their home value report, those kind of rise to the top of your list when you log into Fellow. So what you have to do is reach out and have a conversation. It doesn't matter whether the Fellow automated valuation is perfect or not. We all know that automated valuations are not as good as an actual market analysis by a real estate agent. It doesn't matter because what Fellow does is it gives you an opportunity to start a conversation with a potential client. So I hope everybody that's using the system, I really hope you're putting people in every day, that you have a system for putting people into your Fellow platform. And most importantly, that you're logging in daily. The reason I'm so passionate about it is because when I log in from the back end, I can see your leads. Don't worry, we don't touch them. We don't talk to your people. We don't do anything with any of that information, except I do reach out and say, hey, this person is raising their hand. They're interested in more information. But also when I log in, I can see, and you guys can see as well, when you log in, it shows you if you have anybody in your database who is listed with somebody else. So that's why I sent out an email last week saying, hey, I can see people, while I'm excited for the agents that have gotten listings from the Fellow program, I'm saddened by the fact that some of you have lost listings because oftentimes it's somebody within Fellow who raised their hand and said, hey, I'm interested in my home value, and we didn't respond. So that's why I try to stay engaged and go in every day and kind of give you a nudge if I see that somebody is interested. But all of you should be working that on your own as well. Before I get into company updates, I want to share with you an exciting initiative we are going to launch at LAER. Let me reshare my screen. So we did something like this a few years ago, although it wasn't quite as organized. So I went back and I said, let's organize this in a better way, create some incentives around it so that we can help our agents have the best spring ever. So spring starts on March 20th. We're basically roughly a week away from the spring market. Let me share this. And we are going to launch an exciting CMA a day initiative at LAER. So let me reshare my screen. And let's talk about what a CMA a day program looks like for your business. Let's see, I gotta move these. Okay, so let's talk about what a CMA a day looks like. Um, Basically, a CMA a day program is where you, as a real estate agent, creates a CMA each day for somebody that you know. So it gets you in the habit of every single day reaching out to somebody and creating a market analysis. It's really about conversation starters in your business. Um, Sometimes when we look at our real estate businesses, there's so many things we can do on a daily basis. Unfortunately, a lot of the things that we can do in our business don't equate to dollars in our pocket. They don't actually move our business forward immediately. A CMA a day can move your business forward immediately. It can create drastic results. And what's cool about it is it just breaks down, like gets you into the habit of doing a CMA, but in a simple habit each day. Like once a day, just putting aside a half an hour of your day to think about who could I do a CMA for, actually logging into one of the systems to do a CMA, and then reaching out and delivering that CMA to your prospect. So let's talk about how this works and what our contest will look like. So you guys all know what a CMA is, a comparative market analysis. By the way, if you're not great at this, hopefully you're engaging in our Algorand program. So for the last 6 weeks, every Monday at 10:30, I do a live class based on the Algorand program, which many of you guys have the booklet. It is a growth system for success. We have had agents in their first year of business do 20 plus transactions in their first year of business because they simply follow the instructions within the Algorand book. So don't let the facts that you've been in the business for a long time be the thing that stops you from actually going and trying something different. The Algorand system is just a checklist manifesto to success in business. Well, one of the pieces within the Algorand system, we have a whole section on how to do a CMA. So if that's an area where you get stuck or you're not sure how to do a CMA, please engage in our Algorand program. You can go watch the last 6 classes that we did at laerrealty.com/12-week Algorand. So you'll see the last 6 classes, but the one we just delivered, the last one, class 6, we specifically spoke about doing a CMA for somebody. So if you need help in that front, go check out laerrealty.com/12-week Algorand. But for many of you, you guys know exactly how to do a CMA. In fact, we occasionally do CMAs when we get a listing appointment. The thing that's a little bit different with a CMA a day is we're not waiting for an appointment. We're using the CMA to get the appointment. So this program will allow you to stay top of mind with people who own houses, identify potential sellers early, build relationships with past clients and potential leads, and create opportunities for referrals. So who do you do a CMA for? So right now, let's say you have no prospects on the horizon that are thinking about selling their property. That is what this program is built for. It is, you're going to find one person a day that needs a CMA on their house. So who do we look to create a CMA for someone? Number one, we're going to start with our past clients. Anybody who has bought or sold a house from you in the last 3 to 5 years, I would say, there's a good chance the average person stays in their house for 5 to 7 years. There's a good chance that somewhere in your past client database, somebody is thinking about selling their property or is at least interested in finding out what their equity looks like in their home. Number 2, homeowners within your sphere of influence. This is friends, family, acquaintances, your mom, your dad, your sister, your cousins. Everybody should receive a CMA from you. You go to a networking group, you meet somebody, they should get a CMA from you. Literally every human being you know should get a CMA from you. Uh, Leads from open houses. You did an open house last Saturday and 3 people came through. 2 of them are not represented by anyone. See if they own any real estate and go do a CMA for them. And again, they're not asking for it. Nobody here is asking for a CMA. We're using a CMA to get appointments. Expired listings. In every single market, there's expired listings, and the number of expired listings is increasing each month. So go in and do a CMA. Just reach out to the person and hand deliver a CMA to them. How about a for sale by owner? So it gives you an opportunity to go door knock and meet somebody who is thinking about or trying to sell on their own. Create a CMA for them. Absentee owners. So maybe it's and the way you find these, by the way, is in all the MLSs. You can do a search of absentee owners, but create your own list from multiple listing service of absentee owners and reach out to investors, because oftentimes an investor, especially if they don't live in the market where the property is located, they don't know what kind of equity they have. Neighbors of a recent sale. So you recently sold a house at 10 Maple Street, and there's 30 other houses on Maple Street. Why not create a CMA for every single person on Maple Street? It's a great opportunity to go out, meet people, knock on a door and say, I just want to introduce myself. I recently sold a house for the Hendersons at 10 Maple Street, and I have a lot of buyers from having that listing. I have a lot of buyers that are interested in this neighborhood. Didn't know if you might have an interest in what your home value would look like, and hand deliver a CMA. Facebook and social media contacts. Engage with people who are already part of your audience on social media. So you're not sure who to do a CMA for, you have no database yet, start on your social media. Let's say you have 200 friends on social media, start going one by one and start delivering CMA. Homeowners in your target neighborhoods. So what a great way to like start farming an area, reaching out to one person a day. And literally anybody who asks about the market. Anybody who asks about the market, why not just create a CMA for them on their house? There's a reason if somebody asks you about the market. Also, when you're thinking about who to do a CMA for, one of the first places you should check is your Fellow account, because you can log right into Fellow. And if you've gone through the classes, you know that all of your leads are sorted by a lead score. Anybody that has like a lead score over 70, you should be reaching out and hand delivering a CMA to them. Yes, they get an automated value report from Fellow, but why not take the extra step, the initiative to reach out to anybody within your database and just say, hey, I created equity review or a CMA for you, just so you know what the value is on your house. By the way, if you have not gone through the Fellow training, but you have the Fellow software, because we can see many of you sign up for Fellow, but you haven't actually logged in, you might be missing opportunities for listing appointments. So make sure you go to laerrealty.com/fellow. And we have 2 classes there you can take. The first one at the top of the page is our beginner's course on Fellow. It just shows you how to log in, how to create a QR code for your landing page, because your landing page from Fellow should be on everything. Your email signature line, all of your marketing pages, your social media, literally everywhere, so that you're constantly adding people to your database. So once you've done that beginner course, we also just last week did a follow-up course for Fellow with the CEO of Fellow. The CEO of Fellow created the program because he's a massive team. He he has built his own business, his own real estate sales business, using the technology that he created, and now sells it to other people who want to build significant businesses in their own marketplaces. So when you're thinking about who could I do a CMA for today, then think about just logging into your Fellow account each day and picking somebody who is already within your database. What systems do you use for creating a CMA? There's basically the two main ones that many of you use are Cloud CMA and RPR. Um, Anybody who's used these softwares knows that you can create a CMA really fast. In most instances, you literally just put a property address into the system and it'll help you select comps and stuff like that. But spend a little time here. Like go in, I think if you spend a half an hour on each CMA that you do. So if you put aside 1 hour a day, 7 days a week for creating a CMA for somebody, you're going to deliver something great. That means that you've gone in, you've more than just pulling an automated report of value. You're actually spending a little bit of time looking at the comps, making sure the comps are good, and then reaching out to the person, hand delivering the CMA, and following up. That's an hour a day for your business. And it's an hour a day that actually will move your business forward. So you will start to see huge results if you do this just 1 hour per day. So what do we say when we reach out? I think phone call is always the best method, but hey, you can just say, hey, Joe, I was running some numbers on home values in your area and I put together a quick market update for you. Would you like me to send it over? So just calling the person and saying, hey, I was running numbers in general in the market area and I thought of you. Can I send it over? Or you could send an email like, hey, I was reviewing market data today and I ran an updated home value report for your area. If you'd like to see what your home could sell for in today's market, let me know. I'd love to share the details with you. I think I missed one. Hold on. Social media, same. Hey, I just ran a CMA for homes in your area. Let me know if you're curious about the home value. I think I deleted one by accident because the other way to reach out to somebody is by text. So just texting somebody and saying, hey, I just ran a CMA for homes in your area. Let me know if you'd be curious about your home value. So same message here, but just sending a text message to people that you know. Now, once you have created the CMA, then what? Well, then number one, you have to market somewhere. So somewhere you should have a place that you can say, look daily and see who you reached out to. So one place you could do this is right on your calendar. So every day on your calendar, you have a name of somebody that you reached out to create a CMA. By the way, you could schedule out 30 days of these. So you could spend 1 hour today writing a list on your calendar. So putting a name of somebody, one name a day for 30 days, so that each day you go in and that's the CMA that you're going to do. Or you could mark it on a spreadsheet. Also, you want to make sure if you have people that you're reaching out to that are not in your database, your Fellow database, that you're always collecting an email address. So number one, you want to mark somewhere who the person is that you called. So you have like a running list of who you called and when you called them. But also you want to make sure that part of your checklist is that you're also adding them to your database just in case they're not in there, because the Fellow database is a set it and forget it system in that it's going to keep marketing for you and keep sending automated home value reports. By the way, when you do your CMA, one of the things you'll see in the Fellow class is, let's say you do your CMA and it says the house is worth 500,000. you go into Fellow and you can see what is the automated value report that Fellow has given to this person. Let's say that the automated value report that has gone out to this person, because through Fellow, they'll get an automated home value report every 2 weeks. Let's say that that says the house is worth 475 and you think it's worth 500 based on your CMA. You can actually go in, there's a button within Fellow, so you can put your home value in there as well. So that in addition to them seeing what some of the automated valuations are, they'll also see the value that you came up with in your CMA. Number 3, follow up, follow up, follow up. The key to this system is not just doing the CMA and reaching out to one person a day and hand delivering that CMA to them, but following up as well. That you put right into your calendar that I say like 1 week out that you follow up, 30 days out, 3 months out. So you can just schedule your follow-ups right on your Google Calendar or your iCalendar. So set aside 20 minutes a day to complete your CMA. So I think in 20 minutes, you can actually create and build a nice CMA. That gives you time to actually do the automated portion of it if you're using Cloud CMA or RPR. But then also you're going to need time for reaching out to the person, hand delivering it. So I think while the CMA takes 20 minutes, delivering everything as part of this new system will take about 1 hour a day. But as you get better at it, it's going to get fast. So you are building a habit, you are building a muscle by doing the CMA a day, that it's going to get so easy that you're going to have like your text template, your email template, your follow-up. So basically, you're going to just have a simple checklist that you follow each day. So in the beginning, it's going to take you an hour to do it all. But 30 days out, it's going to take you like 30 minutes, 40 minutes max to get it all done. But what's most important is this is something that should be treated as a daily non-negotiable task. This is prospecting. So every single day, it has to be like one of the most important things you do. Like you don't go to bed until you have reached out to somebody, hand delivered a CMA. Like it's really important to create this as a daily habit. What are some of the results you can expect if you do this? You're going to get more conversations about real estate because you're going to be calling and talking to people. You are 100% going to get more listing opportunities over time. Is every person going to list their home right away? Absolutely not. It's about creating conversations and creating opportunities and showing your value. But I promise you, if you do this for 30 days, it's almost impossible not to get a listing opportunity. More referrals from engaged homeowners. Every time you have a conversation with a homeowner, it's a potential for new business, even if it's not from that homeowner. So in other words, you do a CMA for your next door neighbor. Everybody in your own neighborhood should have a CMA from you. So you do a CMA for your next door neighbor. Maybe they don't want to list their home right now, but in the conversation you have with them, they say like, hey, my sister's thinking about selling. Would you do a CMA for her house? Also, what you can expect from this is your database is going to grow. So you're going to have a system in place so that your database grows a little bit over time. And that is the key. That's why we want to put everybody into Fellow, so that over time, this is just like a system. We're going to do a 30-day challenge on the CMA a day. But what I hope is that by us getting you to do this for 30 days, how many days does it take to form a habit? It's typically 30 days. So our hope and our wish for you is that if you do this for 30 days, that this is going to become part of your business. This will just become part of what you do on a daily basis, because it's going to become so secondhand that you don't even think about it. And then last but not least, you're truly going to be an expert on doing a CMA. Sometimes I see real estate agents feel like they get rusty, like they almost freak out a little bit when they get an appointment to do a CMA on a property. And I think it's because time passes between doing CMAs. So if you just wait for listing appointments in your business, you'd be lucky to do one CMA a month. So when you actually get to do a CMA, you question yourself, like, did I figure this out right? Is this really what the value is? But when you start doing them every single day, it's going to be like no big deal that you're going to have an expertise in doing a market analysis. Here's a couple bonus tips for you. Post about it on social media. So basically what you'll do is a couple times a week, you go out onto your social media and you say, hey, I'm doing my daily CMA. Who wants a free home valuation report? This will create some inbound requests for CMAs and further expand your reach. So yes, you're going to be going out and reaching out to people each day, but sometimes you're going to just get some bonuses where you don't have to reach out, because you'll make a post on social media and say, hey, who's thinking that they want an equity review on their home? Then that person can reach back to you and you started the conversation. Secondly, I wanted to let you guys know that Fellow, in case you weren't on the most recent call we did with the CEO of Fellow, they are also doing a 30 listings in 30 days program. So if you engage in our program, you can simultaneously engage in their program. So if you go to highfellow.com, right on the front page of the High Fellow site, there's a place where you can register. So you basically register. They're giving out prizes each week as well. They have a whole lineup of great speakers over 30 days to help motivate you and give you new ideas on who to reach out to and how to reach out, things like that. So if you go to academy.highfellow.com, you can watch all those cool interviews with industry leaders who share great ideas on how to make this listing challenge work for you. So we are also going to be launching for the spring market, because we want you guys to have the best year ever. And so we are officially launching our own 30-day challenge. It's going to begin with spring market. So we're going to begin on March 20th. We will send out official rules and how the program works. But basically, for agents that engage in the program, we are going to be giving out gifts daily. So we've created a whole list of cool prizes. Some of those cool prizes are cool real estate drones, TVs, computers, Apple products, all kinds of cool stuff. We'll be sending out the list, but every day for 30 days, we're going to have a giveaway for somebody that is participating in the CMA a day challenge. As well, each week we'll give you guys kind of a leaderboard. So we're going to have two different types of challenge. Number one, if you let us know that you did a CMA on a particular day, you will be entered for the giveaway for that day. But also, we're going to have a special giveaway each week for the people that haven't broken a day, that they haven't gone a day without participating in the challenge. So that number will get smaller and smaller. By the end, we're going to have a grand prize for just for the people that stick to doing one CMA a day. So we'll send out all the contest entries, but if you go to laerrealty.com/CMA a day, there's a simple form that you'll fill out each day where you put your name, the property address, and you actually upload for us the CMA so that we can see it. We're not doing anything with that information. We're not interested in who you're doing a CMA for. We just want to see that you're actually doing the CMA. So that information will go nowhere besides myself and 1 or 2 staff members who will help deliver the prizes and the results each week. But it's our way to help you stay accountable to the program. So that is laerrealty.com/CMA a day. And let's see. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing so we can go back and finish up. We have about 10 minutes left to our sales meeting, but I'm super excited. The prize list is awesome. So I want you guys to get ready now. You've got basically a week to get ready and start right now. Start today. Make the list of the 30 people you're going to reach out to. So every single day for 30 days, you're going to be creating a CMA for somebody and reaching out to somebody within your sphere, or even complete strangers, next door neighbors, friends and family, to create a CMA. What I will promise you is that for the agents that participate in this, your business is going to change. That you're going to have, you have a choice right now. You're at the convergence of a path, and the path goes 2 different ways. One is you don't have to participate. Nobody's going to make you participate in the program. And you can just keep doing things the way you've always been doing them. But also for some of you, you're going to choose the path of the CMA a day challenge for 30 days. And you're going to say, you know what, I'm going to rise up. Does it make you uncomfortable? For many, it's definitely going to make you uncomfortable to reach out to people that maybe you haven't talked to reach out to strangers in general might make you uncomfortable. For many of you, it's going to make you feel uncomfortable at the beginning, but by the end of 30 days, you are going to be a listing pro. You're going to feel so comfortable because you will have created a paradigm that will forever change your business. And the reason I'm so passionate about this is because when you change your business, you change your life. And when you change your life, you change the life of your family and the people you love and your kids. So I want you to have wealth. I want you to have super successful businesses, because I know it's not just about you. You got into this business because you wanted something better for your life and for your family and for your kids. So when you think about whether you're going to engage in the challenge, think about you standing in front of a path, and one is the road that you've always taken, just doing that same exact road. And the other road is trying something different, unconventional. Reaching out to one person a day for 30 days. I hope that we have hundreds of agents that participate in the CMA a day challenge. Okay, next up, Farah, I'll let you talk about some of the company updates.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I'm Farah Belisario, and just jumping right in, we wanted to say a huge thank you. Hi, Nicole, I see you there. A huge thank you to everyone who joined us for the Coast to Coast grand opening in Wellington, Florida. We had an amazing time. We do have a really cool video. There is a QR code on the bottom right corner if you want to go and check that out. It is on pretty much all of the Facebook groups with the exception of Roar. So definitely check that out. Nicole, did you want to say anything real quick?
No, I just like listening to you.
All right,
your
just go on to the
personality and your presence is enough.
Thank you. All right, and next.
Whoops.
There we go. Wanted to make sure we all know about the 12-week Algorwin Real Estate Systems Coaching Program that Stacy so graciously facilitates on Monday mornings. This coming Monday is going to be week 7. So if you haven't joined until now, don't worry about it. I promise you will get a huge benefit out of it no matter what week you join on. So definitely join us for that. And then this actually happened yesterday, but I did want to bring it up because it was such a phenomenal session. Wise Pelican hosted Marketing with Mailers. We were joined by Zachary Dumont of Wise Pelican, and it was a fantastic, amazing session. Wise Pelican is a great product, great program. And there's a QR code on the bottom left corner. It is actually posted with all of our educational and training sessions on the ROAR Facebook page. If you don't want to use that QR code, it is simply facebook.com/real online agent resources. Really great classes on there. Thank you, Sergio. And then tomorrow we are doing leveraging Chat GPT. I really love this class. If you know me at all, you know I utilize Chat GPT every single day of my life, even on the weekends. So I think this is going to be an awesome opportunity for you to really leverage the technology and AI of the day to simplify mundane tasks within your business so you can focus on the bigger picture. So definitely join us for that tomorrow. And then, of course, we have Fellow. If you've not tried Fellow yet or you do not know what I am talking about, that is okay. We have a really great Fellow training by the Ashley Gendro, Tuesday, March 25th. It is the new port. It is newly added to the tech bundle. So if you have the tech bundle, definitely check it out. If you don't have the tech bundle, definitely check it out. It's going to be a great class as well. And then the main event, this is really taken off. This was Stacy's idea when I started, was one of our first email exchanges about a class that she wanted to do because she knew all of you were so absolutely fantastic and amazing, and the business that you do is groundbreaking. And so she wanted to do this class where we interview amazing agents just like yourself. This month, we are featuring the Paul Brule. I can't wait. I hear he does magic tricks and stuff. So I'm very excited to chat with him and get to know him a little bit better. He'll be talking about mastering client relationships because that is the heart and soul of our business. So join us for that. And then, of course, the print calendar is available at your locations as of the 1st of every month. This is a great way to have a little bit of LAER in your life at home in print form. Great calendar, both sides. It comes out every single month. And then, of course, we have the training calendar online to go along with that as well. And this was from last month, but I wanted to just kind of reiterate and make sure you all knew. Again, this is one of Stacy's brilliant ideas because she's super smart. She asked me to create table tents with Happy Agent at LAERrealty.com on one side with a QR code to be able to access that, as well as agent success at ctclosings.com on the other side. This is now at every LAER location. There are table tents everywhere. So if you have any questions, you need any help, you can literally just utilize your phone to use a QR code and get the help you need really quickly. And then last but not least, a look ahead at April 2025. We are going to have a Real Scout presentation, April TBD, I believe the 22nd, but don't quote me. And that's going to be great because it's from the experts at Real Scout. So we're going to take an even deeper dive into Real Scout and what that can do. And of course, Real Scout is part of the tech bundle as well. So definitely get that. We'll also be having the main event with Sharon Narbonne in April. So keeping this train going. Really excited for this. Thanks.
All right, awesome stuff. Nicole, any updates with Coast to Coast?
No, just as usual, if you guys need anything, reach out. You have the QR code. And again, you don't have to be using us up here in New England or in Florida. We're here to help anybody, help your career. I just wanted to do just say one thing that we have been noticing a lot in our closings, seller rep and representing the lender. The commissions, and I'm not sure if I'm putting more work on LAER or their back office, but I think the commission statements could be a little bit more detailed. There seems to be, what seems to be happens from the law is that we are now getting the checks and we're paying everybody, the closing attorney, I mean, but the commission statements are not reflecting that. So it's going into the system as the old way. So we've had to rectify a few different commissions with the closing attorney if we're representing the seller and vice, because we don't see it, how they're actually getting paid. So if we could just have the commission statements, I think it would make everybody's life a lot easier and you're gonna get paid a lot quicker.
I would say too, I'll have to think about how we could better do that, but right in the offer form, it explains it. So maybe when giving the commission statement, we could also give the commission the offer form. I'll think about that because I understand.
Yeah, so we have the offer form, which of course then translates into the purchase and sale, which is great. But then there's always that question of, so the old way, the listing agent would have too much money, so they would pay the selling agent, and how it's just reflecting as how New Hampshire has always done it. It
Got
seems
it.
like the money is coming to us, or the agent, the listing agent is paying the seller directly.
Got it. So
if
it's
it's just-
different on every transaction. That's the challenge. So figuring out how the agent has set that up. So
Yes.
interesting. We'll work on
So
that.
agents, make sure you're looking at those CD and HUDs, because we've caught a few, so thankfully.
All
but-
right, that's good. So we're developing something. We only have about 1 minute left, but we are we're developing something unlike no other real estate company has anything like it. It's not ready to launch yet. We believe we'll be ready to launch it on April 1st, but basically it's called My LAER Assistant. So you'll be able to go to laerrealty.com/My LAER Assistant for anything you need, from sign installation to due diligence on your new listing to marketing, you name it. By the way, the link is live, but if you fill it out today, it doesn't go anywhere. So if you want to go check it out at laerrealty.com/My LAER Assistant, one of the things we could probably include in that is the commission statement. But just as reminder that if you go in and want to play with that system, mylaerassistant.com, the request is not going anywhere today. Our goal is by April 1st to have our entire staff trained on that. So whatever you need, we already provide a ton of support, but we're going to take it up like 10 notches. That we want you guys out doing what you do best. We want you doing a CMA a day. We want you meeting buyers and sellers. We want you out showing real estate. We don't want you getting bogged down with all the nuances of the transaction. So we're going to be able to take some of that off your plate for those of you that want to hand it to us. So that's My LAER Assistant. We'll be launching in April. And with that, that is it for today's March program. Thank you, and super excited. Next time I see you, it will be we'll be right smack dab in the middle of spring. So happy spring, everybody, and we will see you in April.